happy, nervous, restless, uh, excited, fidgety, you know, head's full of wonder, daydreaming. What am I going to do? What's the first thing I'm going to do? Everything you're going to do, everything you've been thinking of doing and planning and doing for years, you're suddenly thinking, I'm going to do it. This is me. It's a feeling that, it's the happiest feeling that, there's happier feelings to have, isn't there? But at the time, when you're feeling it, you think you're never going to feel better than that. I'm only talking from my own experience. The biggest sentence I had was 6 years, and I did 4 out of that before they let me out. And I shut myself off from the world when I was like during the 4. I don't dwell on thinking about road like the street when I'm banged up, when I'm behind the door. What's the point in driving yourself mad? Yeah, just make the best of a bad situation, innit? I think that's a lot of people do that. It's the same with most things, isn't it? The proper fear is in your head, like when you're worrying about actually doing something. I can't get nicked and get banged up, you know, and be the worst thing. Once you're actually there and doing it, you're that quick, don't you? You know, your body don't want you to dwell in, be all depressed all the time. Wants you to smooth through, and you just adapt. It's human nature, isn't it? Not just if you're in jail. I think that's just in general. The worst thing is worrying, like the fear in your head, and you think it's always worse in your own head. And when it actually happens, you think, oh, that wasn't even that bad. I'm saying jail was easy, like 4 years. But yeah, it's always thinking of something that's worse. And yeah, I literally stopped thinking about it. I mean, the most I think about road during that sentence would be when I get a visit. And even I'm the most unsociable person. Like even after 20 minutes on a visit, I start, you know, it's the same old shit. It's the same people you're seeing. It's the same conversations. Even on the phone, you'd be talking to the same people on the phone. But anyway, back to the day of getting out. It's I never take nothing out with me either. Yeah, never won't take anything. I'll give all my clothes away to someone. If you're in a jail where you can wear your own clothes, I'll give all my clothes away, all my I'll go out with an outfit, a tracksuit, trainers, and that's it. I don't take paperwork, all my court shit, all my letters from other people. Just put in the bin at the end of the landing. The day I'll get let out. I'm not taking nothing with me, man. And even if like after that 4, I mean, I had nothing. I was getting out. I literally had nothing. Like I went away when I was 19. Come out when I was 23. And I matured. I grew into a man in there. You know what I mean? So I had no clothes. I had nothing. But even then, you think, well, there's people in jail that definitely need that more than me. At least I can sort myself out. So I'll give everything away. You know what I mean? I had a PlayStation. I think I sold that, to be honest with you. But a stereo that I give away. Or anything and everything. The only thing I took, actually saying that, the only thing I'll take out of me is photos. It's a bit disrespectful to start ripping up photos and chucking them in the bin. But photos in an outfit. The night before on that sentence, I couldn't sleep. Could not sleep for love nor money. I mean, I even got a load of sleeping tablets off someone. I forgot what that was now, man. Them ones that disintegrate on your tongue. Like flavoured ones I've. And Zispin, I think they're called, innit? But got a few of them off one geezer. So I thought I'm definitely gonna have trouble sleeping here, mate. I've been away for years. And took them that night, still couldn't sleep. Sitting there just watching the bloody roulette on ITV at 4 in the morning. That was the longest night ever. Legs are constantly going. I'm getting up and walking about. I've never been this excited. On the other sentence, I mean, I've had other sentences for like 5 years. You know what I mean? It's not that far off of 6, is it? But I was never that excited to for when I for when I did that, for when I was getting out from that. And and honestly, back then I had no really real intention of going straight. Really, I just thought I was going to go on to get out and do bigger and better. I got the 6th for armed robbery. I just thought I was going to get out and do bigger and better ones of them. I thought I was already what I went away for. You live and learn, don't you? Yeah, but it's sort of like when you're getting out, something like. I mean, I didn't give a shit about. Some people were a bit wary about other, like not wanting to rub it in, and other people doing big. I was happy, mate. I've done my bird. I weren't worried about rubbing it in and all this. You know what I mean? There is people that you always think you're gonna write to, you're gonna keep in contact with. You know, give your number. If you got sent to another jail, you'd probably write with each other. When you get out, best intentions in the world, man. Like the amount of numbers and things I get over the years of people when I get out, and I very, very rarely will ever bother to phone them or even write them in jail, write something which is out. I've done it a couple of times, but time stands still when you're banged up. Yeah, when you're banged up, time stands still. Like if you go away when you're a kid, you get out 10 years later and you're still a kid, like mentally. You know what I mean? You don't age in jail. So, don't know. Time stands still in jail, and when you get out, obviously time don't stand still, innit? So the best intentions of the world, you spent every single day of your life with this geezer or a couple of geezers that you palled up with for the last couple of years, and you think, yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep in contact, definitely. Then as soon as you get out, it's like, well, time just moves on, doesn't it? Time you got things to do. You got normal everyday things to worry about, shopping and buying clothes and this and that. And they just get pushed further and further back to your one prison. And that's another thing about jails, no matter how bad jail is. And I'll sit here and say it's a sad story, and I'm sure some of you have laughed and grinned and whatever. But 99% of the day in jail is boring and shit. It's just depressing. It's shit. And then you're seeing people trying to commit suicide. You're seeing people self-harming. You're seeing all sorts of nasty shit. And you're when so when you get out, you instantly start forgetting about all that bad shit instantly. It's like you don't want to remember that shit, do you? Your brain don't want. It's like if you broke, like when you break your leg or something, you never remember the pain, do you? You can never sit there and start thinking about the pain because you just instantly start crying. You know what I mean? Because your brain don't let you remember that pain. So it's like I think that's the same with jail. You get out and it instantly starts kicking out all the depressive, bad memories you have, and you end up sitting on YouTube saying like the very rare funny stories that you've had in jail. You know what I mean? Most of it is just depressing, and yeah, as soon as you get out, you forget it. You instantly forget. I think that's why so many people go back. Because no matter how bad it was, and you could have had a terrible time in jail, years and years, you could have had it terrible. As soon as you get out, you forget, and you start reminiscing about the good times. Weird, man. Weird how your brain works. I generally think that's what it is. It's just your brain saying, nope, I'm not going to waste my time and energy thinking about that depressive, horrible stuff. Remember the time that numpty stapled his ball sack to a bit of paper? That was in Aylesbury. What a numpty. But he actually went on that. Stapler. Done it himself to his own thing. That just come to me, man. That's got nothing to do with getting out at all. But yeah, man, getting out. After you've done it a couple of times, it ain't so much exciting, man. It ain't, the shine wears off pretty quick. You get out of the gate, you go to the shop, you buy a pack of snout. You probably buy a beer if you want to sit there and crack it, or you might go to the cafe and have a bit of breakfast, and that's your 45 quid gone. Then what you gotta do? But getting out of jail is the best feeling ever if you've done a big sentence. Once you've done it a few times, it's sort of the shine wears off, man. But it's probably all the things you would imagine it to be as well. If you're sitting there thinking about all the how it would be, it's probably like that the first time, or the first time like you finished a big sentence, the excitement, the nervousness, is everyone still going to be doing the same thing? Is everyone still going to be going out to the same places, going to the same raves, going to the same pub? And it's never like that anyway. Everyone always moves on. So that's what I'm saying. You're sitting there thinking about the shit you was doing 4 years ago. But yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling the day you get out. There's the emotions you feel. There's no getting around that. It's a good feeling, Even not being able to sleep the night before, how can you moan about it? No one's going to feel sorry for you about it, are they? But yeah. The trick is to, once you're out, you've been excited. Once you're out, remember all the shit that you went through. Remember all that shit. Fuck the good memories off, mate. That's how it should be. Instantly forget that good feeling of getting out. Instantly forget the 10 laughs you had in 4 years. You know what I mean? Just remind yourself of all the shit and don't go back. Yeah. If you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.